Hi everyone, and thank you so much for watching the Chat Zone. My name is Dennis Duke of Uganda, and today, like usual, I'm back with another big topic, and this time round it is going to be handled by none other than one of our CEOs, and that is Doug Spike. He's here to talk about how to write a good resume for those that are actually looking for jobs. You might have written a couple of resumes, but they've really earned you nothing. Each time you write a resume, they don't call you, or they either don't look at it. Once again, this show is proudly sponsored by the Dance and Beats Culture Troupe, where you could get all your cultural dances in just one place. And also not forgetting the North Pole Music, and this is a musical group right here in Uganda doing a couple of genres of music. And also the Access 256, and here is the CEO who will be of course giving us a little more of that. Why not? Let me give him a chance to introduce himself before we could actually get to the tips. You're welcome onto the show, Dags.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Duke. I'm glad I've been hosted, and I'm quite sure what we're going to share today will be so useful to someone out there.
Okay. So, why not? Let's go into our number one tip.
I would love to tell the entire people that this resume is something very vital in your career. If you do it badly, trust me, you will do a couple of them. You'll visit a number of so many institutions. You're taking your resume there, but no one is going to give you a job. But there's I think around 4 or 5 which are so basic that if they are not part of your resume, trust me, no CEO would like to hire you. So first, you need to know that you should have contact details. I'm sure I will write a resume, but if I don't put there my contacts, my phone number or an email or any link where I can be got if I'm to be reached, then how will somebody hire me?
So basically you're trying to say that you must put there your contact information.
Yes. We are living in a world where we're getting exposed. You need to have an email. That is a must. Many companies, big companies, they need to send you an email. They need to invite you for something via your mail. You need to put there your phone numbers. You should put at least 1 or 2. What if one gets lost within a couple of days that you've put your resume? You need to have at least 2, or you can even put a number of someone you know that they can reach you. That will be fine. Yeah.
And that is Doug Speaker. We are still continuing. Don't you forget that this show is proudly sponsored by the Dance and Beats, North Pole Music, Access 256, and the Dukes Media. My name is Dennis Duke of Uganda. Let's go into a very short break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're still watching the Chat Zone. My name is Dennis Duke of Uganda, and it is proudly sponsored by the Dance and Beats Culture Troupe, North Pole Music, Access 256, and Dukes Media. Once again, we are here with Douglas Spike, who is discussing with us some of the key issues that you don't need to miss out when you're making a resume. Many of you could have applied for jobs in so many different places, and I guess the results have not been really that good. So he's here to handle some of those few things that are really key when you are writing a resume. Once again, let's go back to Doug Speaker. Yes, you are still continuing.
Yeah, I was saying now, you need to have an education background. I mean, you've been to school. Yeah. Probably if you want to be hired as an executive director of a certain company, you want to be a P7 leaver. No, you need to have reached a certain grade. At least you've done high school, you've done tertiary institution. It may be an institution or it may be a university. So if you attain some books, you've attained some curriculum vitae on you. So you need to include that. It is a must to be included, because I would need to hire somebody that I know he can reason well, and you reason with books.
To highlight on the educational background, sometimes certain jobs have certain descriptions. Like for example, they need someone with masters, and you have a degree. My friend, if they said they need someone with a master, please don't waste your time applying. Like for sure, that means you have not met the job description or the job requirements. Okay, if they need 5-year experience and you have 1-year experience, why should you waste your time? Be optimistic, but at the same time realistic. Let's continue with Doug Speaker.
So you need to have at least some hobbies. You write those hobbies. basically they'll be in relation with the kind of work you're applying for. If you're applying for a sports department, at least you should be knowing how to kick a ball, you should be knowing how to watch football. I mean, those are things that need to be part of your resume. And maybe the last bit would be the referees. Referees are a must, trust me. No one would want to give a job to a stranger. No, I need to contact somebody to inquire, who is this person, who is this guy, who is this girl, who has applied to me. There are so many information you need to include in there. Try, ask friends who have done some resumes, and you never know, you may be on the right path to getting a dream career job.
Okay, that was how to write a good resume with Doug Speaker. Maybe adding on what he said, when you're writing a resume, if you have a 10-year experience or 20, it's better to write, it's better not to go beyond 10 years, because sometimes people will look at you as being outdated. You see, you're not updated, you don't fit the current situation. So perhaps you also need to consider that. Consider the most recent job that you heard, okay, when you're writing a resume. Once again, my name is Dennis Duke, and without wasting any time, I would love to end this show. But before I do that, let Doug Speaker tell us more about Access 256 in just 30 seconds.
Okay, Access 256 is a platform that is made for the Ugandan movie industry. If you have a film, if you have a premiere that you want to make, if you have any advert about movie that you'd like to make, please contact me. You can send me a mail at dagspk@gmail.com, and I will be able to upload your work on my website. My website is accessug.com, www.accessug.com. Please ensure to send your information, basically movies, Ugandan movie content.
30 seconds are done, and thank you so much for watching. I remain yours, Dennis Duke. This show has been proudly sponsored by the Dance and Beats Culture Troupe, North Pole Music, Access 256, Duke's Media. I send out shout outs to a few people, that is George Will Dive, Ambrose the Don, Procy, Claire, and all of you guys who are always watching and sharing my groups. Rahma, sign out.